Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to another edition of Celebrity Stories Series. This episode's inductee is Mr. Omari Hardwick. Mr. Omari Lateef Hardwick was born January 9th of 1974. Mr. Omari Lateef Hardwick was born in Savannah, Georgia to Joyce Johnson and Clifford Hardwick III and grew up in Decatur, Georgia. His parents gave him the name Omari, meaning Most High, and Lateef, meaning gentle. He stated, "I in no way believe that I am the Most High or the highest, but I feel like my name gives me something to strive for." Growing up, sports were Hardwick's world, but early on, he knew that he had a passion for the arts. By the age of 14, Hardwick was writing poetry on a regular basis, a passion he would carry with him into adulthood. In high school, he excelled at basketball, baseball, and football, and went on to play football at the University of Georgia. Although a star on the field, Hardwick never gave up his passion for acting and minored in theater in college. He stated, "I hugely attribute sports to my success in entertainment business. Being on the field taught me dedication and discipline. I already come from a strict household when I was growing up. Sports just took that to another level. Whenever I approach a set, I always feel as though the cast, crew, director, all are part of a team. I always marry athletics and art, two huge parts of my life." End quote. After graduation, Hardwick relocated to San Diego for a spot on the San Diego Chargers. However, a knee injury cut his football career short. He decided to revisit his original passion for acting and moved to New York to study his craft more extensively. In New York, Hardwick studied off Broadway until 2000 when he moved to Los Angeles. As a struggling actor, he worked odd jobs to pay for acting classes. However, the security gigs and substitute teaching at times were not enough to make ends meet. And at one point, he lived out of his car. Hardwick shares, "What is so crazy is that where I presently shoot my series, Dark Blue, is where I lived in my car when I first moved to Los Angeles. It is surreal at times." End quote. Hardwick's first big break came in 2003 when he was cast in his first major role as a series regular in Spike Lee's Sucker Free City in 2004. 2 years later, he landed the feature The Guardian in 2006 and TNT's Saved in 2006 as well, both of which he booked within the 3-week span in 2005. He notes, "I felt like I had arrived when I went back to one of my old jobs that had let me go several years prior, and I looked out over Sunset Boulevard and saw myself plastered on a billboard overlooking the city. I had to break down a little at that point. It was a big moment for me." End quote. Throughout 2007 through 2009, Hardwick worked on various projects, including guest starring on several television series and filming several movies, including Summit Entertainment's Next Day aired in 2009, and Touchstone Pictures' Miracle at St. Anna's in 2008. 2008, he landed the role of Ty Curtis on TNT's series Dark Blue in 2009. Season 1 aired throughout 2009. In addition to acting, Hardwick is a founding member of Plan B Incorporated Theater Group and a co-founder of Los Angeles Actors Lounge. He has big plans for his production company. He also plans on expanding the company. Hardwick also continues to work on his poetry and has written over 4,000 poems. Hardwick is most known for his portrayal as Ghost on Star's Power. Ghost is the complicated character he brings to life and power. Hardwick is his own human highlight reel. Every time he graces the screen as James Ghost St. Patrick, an elite New York City drug dealer desperately striving to get out the game. Hardwick's character on Power ended on a very dramatic note, as he had been murdered. He died in the street, surrounded by a pool of blood after someone shot him at Truth nightclub, causing a drug kingpin to fall from the balcony. The second half of Series 6 was dedicated to finding out who the killer was, and there were many suspects in the firing line. In conclusion, Omari Hardwick is an extremely talented brother. At one point, he dominated the football field and transitioned to dominating Hollywood. His story is still being written before us, and though his character died in Power, his presence lives on, and Mr. Hardwick himself will transition. And we look forward to seeing Mr. Hardwick's next chapter. I thank you all for viewing, and until the next time.